it's all starting to become real that what is actually happening here. Hi guys, and welcome back, and welcome to an early morning where today you join me in my new BMW M2. Well, it's not exactly new, I guess it's a week old now. But today's video I'm so excited about because some of you might have seen in my first drive video, I mentioned that I was getting an aftermarket exhaust for this car. I'm just about to leave on roughly an hour's journey to QuickSilver Exhaust. The pennies dropped. They fitted my Audi R8 V10 Plus exhaust and it sounded amazing. Honestly, it was a total game changer. The moment I got this, I called them up and I was like, guys, do you have a system? They said, we don't, but we're gonna design one and we're gonna make one for you. I just cannot wait. Even the little things like carbon fiber tips that are gonna go on the back and so much more. It's just gonna be exciting and it's gonna change the car totally. How it sounds now is not bad, but you can always have an exhaust system. So I've nearly arrived, but the rain, what I'm greeted with at the moment in England, is just terrible. It's a monsoon. I am in a monsoon, and usually when I'm driving my four-wheel drive cars, I'm like, you know what? Can you hear that? Can you hear the rain? And usually I'm like, no, it's fine, it's all good. Now I'm in a rear-wheel drive car, things change. I sort of go to the slow lane very quickly and sort of cruise along when it's like this, because I'm just not used to it. We have to remember, this car could break traction quite quickly. Anyway, we're going to be there very shortly, and I'm really looking forward to this. Just arrived at QuickSilver Exhaust System. But what's going to be happening in today's video is that Ollie from QuickSilver's here, and we're just going to be talking about the requirements which I want for the M2 in terms of sound, and basically make it Valvetronic, etc. But also get that loudness, because let's be honest, the R8 wasn't quiet, and we just want to make it sort of really loud. Get the pops and the bangs and the true experience of the car, because putting an exhaust on a car really just totally transforms it. The actual exhaust won't be going on today, but we're basically going to be designing it and just making it so in a couple of weeks time when I come back the exhaust will go on. Behind me you can see they have a Honda NSX in here. This car is a development car for Honda, and what they've done is they've made this apparently sound very good. Let's bring in Ollie. This is Ollie, QuickSilver, the main man that made my R8 transform. I'm back again. I can't wait for this. And
we're going to help you M2 find its voice.
Because the funny thing, when I was on the way to buying the M2, I was texting Ollie and I was like, Ollie, do you nerve exhaust that we can do? And they're like, yep. We actually want to design an M2 exhaust and go into it, because QuickSilver are branching into the M range now, aren't you?
That's it, you got it, yeah. So traditionally we never had much of a range for BMW. We did the old E92s and stuff like that, and we often get QuickSilver customers say, hey, I've got this R8, I've got this Hurricane, can you do one for my M4, my M2? So by popular demand, they're coming.
And they sound good?
They sound awesome, and they've got the titanium silencer casings like the R8 as well.
Oh, so no way, so the M2 will have the titanium?
You get that nice titanium resonance, lightness.
I can't wait, it's going to be very cool. But first, what we should do, should we fire this up?
Let's fire it up, yeah, we've got to move it out in a second.
Oh, yes! Okay, go on. Oh. Considering that is a V6 turbo, that is mad.
So we're going to do a frequency analysis on your M2. We're going to bring it in, record the stock system. We can have a look at some digital modelling for sort of silencers or resonator deletes, and try and build the sound of the system before we even start building any components.
God, this rain is absolutely chucking it down. What I'm going to quickly do is move the M2 out of the way. We're going to get the NSX out. If I don't get washed away in a monsoon in the meantime, and then, and then we'll get it in, we'll get the car on the ramp, and then we'll start basically designing and get a true feel for what this is going to sound like. You guys have been, I'm going to get blown away in this monsoon. You guys have been saying so much, get an exhaust and what it's going to sound like, and trust me, you just wait. This is going to be mental. Look at that. Looks awesome and sounds awesome. I think you might want that window up, mate. It's all inside. That looks, well, a little bit different to the NSX. What we've just done is, I say we, that Ollie has been doing, he's just been connecting the mics because we're going to do the frequency test. Did I say that right? I'm not very good with this whole lingo. But what he's also done, which intrigued me quite a lot, is look, we've got cables going into the car and it goes up right there. So we know what it's going to sound like from the inside, so obviously so you can sort of put the Valvetronic, etc., know how loud, and so you don't get that droning noise. So this is what the car sounds like now. Ollie, you can rev. That's without an exhaust. Then we press the little funny button which turns traction control off, and now we hear it again. Basically just measuring it on here, so if he goes again, we can see. That's so cool. How mad is that? One of the very exciting things when you're putting a new exhaust on a BMW M2, you get carbon fibre tips. Basically, I'm going to have more carbon fibre on the back. Obviously, I'm well aware I need to put a carbon fibre diffuser on it, but that is all part of the plan. It's all in process. But we have carbon fibre tips. Look at these. They are awesome. Look at them.
Super sexy matte carbon fibre trims, got the logo on them.
Should we have a look what they're going to look like? Oh, mate. That is, obviously they're not going to come out that far, are they?
No.
But they are so nice. Look at these.
So they're a fairly nice match in terms of diameter to the OE ones that are in there. So they'll still fill out the valves nicely. We do have bigger versions of these, but I think this size is just right for that car.
And they feel amazing. I'm so excited. Just the fact of these tips, when I picked them up, I was like, it's all starting to become real. What is actually happening here? So I just can't wait till this exhaust system goes on. Just to do little things, not just blacking out badges, but carbon fibre, adding carbon, exhaust, everything. It's so cool. What we're going to talk about is what the exhaust looks like now on this car. The stock one, I'll bring in Ollie before I hit my head. That will be titanium?
Yeah, the casing will be titanium on it.
Yeah.
So this is you've got a single electronic valve on one side, ours will have two. Right now, I believe your traction control button is turning off that.
Yeah.
Now I think you said you don't always want to be turning off the traction control. So we've got a couple of clever little tricks that we can do to get around that, and we'll talk about that in a sec. Crucially, this you've got a single pipe here.
Yeah.
The QuickSilver system will get rid of this.
Get rid of that, we don't need that.
It'll split off the other side of this. You have two pipes each side, and that will mean when you open your valves, you'll be able to bypass the silencer and basically have a straight pipe with the valves open. We
have the design of how my exhaust is going to look, don't we?
This is the prototype here, and we did some of this prior to Archie arriving. So where the QuickSilver system is going to be different, and it's going to use a bit of different tech on the inside of the silencer, is we're using a Helmholtz design inside here. Now, I'll try not to bore your viewers to death too much.
Don't worry, they're bored of me already.
Basically, the Helmholtz works differently because no gases are forced through this silencer. The sound comes in here, reflects off the chamber, and we use the frequency of the stock exhaust to tune this. This is like an instrument. You manually tune the length to cancel out a certain frequency. With your valves closed, we'll be able to tune out those frequencies that people find unbearable when you're driving on the motorway or around town.
That is going to be loud.
Yeah, it's going to be loud. You're going to have, so these will be, with your valves open, you can see the gases will come straight out of here, bypassing the silencer.
Can I keep this?
Yeah.
I might keep it. I'm going to take this home. I'm going to have a good old look tonight. I'm going to be looking through it being like, so that bounces off there, that bounces off there. I'm not taking the caddy, by the way. It feels quite cool to be the first M2 that you guys are having. But as you can see, it says client Archie Hamilton on there, and the full thing. So yeah, that's very, very cool. And that right there is going to totally transform that car. And I think we're going to, in a couple of weeks, isn't it? That's when we're going to...
A couple of weeks time. So we're going to get cracking. There's going to be a lot going on behind the scenes, but you know, you don't want to be looking at guys reforming bits of stainless all day long. So we'll take it away and you'll get to see the finished product.
There we have it. The next time I see this BMW M2, it will have its all new exhaust system on it. Well, obviously I'm going to be driving home in it, don't get me wrong, but when I drop it off, they will have it for a couple of days and they're going to install the whole thing. It's going to sound amazing. It already does sound good, don't get me wrong, and the M Performance exhaust, that sounds good. But I do believe this QuickSilver exhaust is going to blow both of them out the water. Honestly, how my R8 came out was totally unbelievable, so let's be ready for this. I need a couple of weeks to prepare myself for what this is going to sound like. A buzzing. A few weeks can't come quick enough. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video and have enjoyed behind the scenes of how it all happens and making these exhausts, etc. It's been kind of cool to sort of do it from a different kind of angles. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you all very soon.